It wasn't the polite ding-dong of a neighbor dropping off cookies. It was a bring, the kind of thumb-on-the-button ring that meant subpoenas, process servers, or the end of the world. I froze with my coffee halfway to my lips at 9:04 on a Saturday morning. The only acceptable reasons for that hour were Girl Scout Thin Mints, a publisher's clearinghouse miracle, or a firefighter with cookies because the house was on fire. This ring was none of those. You getting that? Ellen called from the kitchen. Debating the merits of pretending we're dead, I muttered, setting down the mug. The dark roast I'd waited all week for was going cold. I shuffled to the door in slippers older than my mortgage and cracked it open. There stood Diane, clipboard in one hand, tape measure in the other, phone angled like she was hunting divine Wi-Fi. Her lawn looked like a putting green. She once called the non-emergency line because an Amazon driver lingered 30 seconds too long. Robert, she said, the name an indictment. Diane. I answered, cinching my rope. Everything all right. Your grass looks greener than envy. She ignored the olive branch. I've tracked it for 6 weeks. She tapped her phone. A solar chart glowed. Your roof peak casts an aggressive shadow on my prized petunias from 2:04 p.m. to 4:18 p.m. daily. 2 hours, 14 minutes. There's suffering. I waited for the punchline. None came. Diane, my house was here when you moved in. Shadows are physics, not malice. Her pen clicked like a loaded gun. I'm solution-oriented. Option 1. Lower your roof to a chalet pitch. I have an architect. Option 2. Move the house back 15 feet. Clears the bed year-round. My jaw relocated somewhere near my slippers. She expected me to consider this. I closed the door, leaned against it, and told Ellen. She laughed until she saw my face. She's coming back Monday for a decision, I said. Ellen stopped laughing. That's call someone crazy. She'll escalate. HOA, city, maybe sue the sun. I stared out the window at Diane's perfect edging. The entitlement, the clipboard, the audacity. Then a slow grin spread across my face, the one Ellen calls my drone-buying grin. Robert, she warned. Diane wants more sun, I said. Let's give her more sun. Saturday became research day. Lowering a roof? 150 grand and a mushroom house. Moving the structure? 3 to 500,000, assuming it didn't snap like a cracker. Insane. Then I typed, reflect sunlight into neighbor's yard. Forums were full of glare complaints, not solutions. Then Wikipedia delivered the magic word, heliostat. Motorized mirrors that track the sun and beam light to a target. Industrial, precise, perfect. Ellen watched a video of an Arizona man melting a lawn chair with one. You're building a death ray. Daylight intensification system, I corrected. Solar generosity array. City Code 14 B7 band artificial light at night. Nothing about reflecting God's own flashlight during daylight. Loophole. Feature. Monday I called roofers. They thought I wanted a disco ball. Solar installers thought backward panels were a joke. Then I found Horizon Daylighting Solutions. Tagline, we command the sun. Gary answered, weary but professional. I explained the shaded garden next door. He paused so long I checked for a pulse. You want commercial heliostats to roast your neighbor's petunias? She filed a formal complaint about insufficient sunlight. I'm accommodating. Gary sighed the sigh of a man with a mortgage and a conscience. Site survey tomorrow, 10 a.m. He arrived in a pressed polo, tablet gleaming. He measured angles, squinted at the sun, shook his head like a disappointed physics teacher. 4 4x4 panels, dual-axis trackers, Wi-Fi app. 8 by 12 foot zone. It'll be bright, Robert. Surface of Mercury bright. Can we focus it? I asked. He recoiled. I'm not building a death ray. Safety first. I agreed, hiding disappointment. Quote came at 4:32 p.m. My vacation to Italy fund evaporated. Ellen stared at the bottom line, nodded once. Rome's full of shadows anyway. Thursday, a truck the size of Rhode Island parked curbside. Scaffolding rose like a metal skeleton. Diane burst out in a live, laugh, love visor, hope blooming. You're lowering the roof? Nope. Giving you sun. Her face collapsed. Installation took all day. 4 silver panels gleamed like a NASA reject. Gary handed me the tablet. App, Horizon OS. GPS rectangle over Diane's bed. Schedule, 2:04 to 4:18 p.m. Red panic button labeled safe mode. Gary looked broken. 15 years daylighting museums. This is peak suburbia. Friday, 2:04 p.m. I tapped engage. Motors whirred. Diane's petunias vanished under a rectangle of nuclear noon. Blinds slammed. A muffled Jesus H. Christ floated over. Police arrived at 2:34. Officer Ramirez, mustache since Reagan, and Officer Patel, rookie, wide-eyed. Diane waved arms like a distressed semaphore. Ramirez sighed. Sir, space weapons? Daylighting fixtures, I said. She demanded sun. I provided. They squinted at the beam, then the code printout. Ramirez rubbed his temples. Natural light, daytime. You're an ass, but legal. Diane's gnome drooped, hat melting. Saturday, Diane planted a beach umbrella. I nudged the beam around it via app. She chased the light like a cat with a laser. Sunday, blue tarp. It curled like bacon. Monday, City Inspector Henderson signed off, muttering, brilliant passive-aggressive engineering. Diane appeared at dusk, voice hoarse. Please. They're dead. My gnome's face is gone. I feigned confusion. First shadow bad, now sun bad? I can't keep up. She slumped home. That night I deleted the schedule, hit safe mode. Mercy felt better than victory. Spring brought a for sale sign on Diane's lawn. Red, white, blue, glorious. The bleached 8x12 scar remained, a monument. Ellen and I sipped wine on the porch. Missed the sport, she asked. Missed the potential, I said, eyeing the silent panels. Gary offered removal. I kept the 10-year warranty. You never know when the next complaint might need solving. What do you think? Was Robert justified, or did he cross into cruelty? Drop your take in the comments. Where's the line between standing your ground and petty vengeance? Speak your mind.